You spray it on your counters, breathe it in daily, and trust the label. But for Canadians over 50, some cleaning products are silently poisoning your home. From lung-damaging chemicals to ingredients banned in Europe but sold here, the risks hide in plain sight. Today, we expose 9 cleaning brands you must avoid and 2 that are safe. Coming in at number 9, we have Fabuloso. Walk down any cleaning aisle in Canada, and you will see those bright purple bottles of Fabuloso lined up like candy. The scent hits you before you even open it. Lavender, citrus, ocean breeze. It smells like your grandmother's house after a deep clean. And that is exactly the problem. What Fabuloso promises is a fresh, sparkling home. What they do not tell you is that the powerful fragrance masking that promise is loaded with volatile organic compounds. VOCs. These invisible chemicals evaporate into your air the moment you mop that floor or wipe down that counter. For seniors managing COPD, asthma, or any respiratory sensitivity, those fumes are a ticking time bomb. Health Canada has confirmed that prolonged exposure to VOCs indoors can cause headaches, dizziness, and irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. Imagine breathing that in every single day. Every time you clean your kitchen, every time you mop the bathroom. The label says nothing about this. It just shows a happy family in a sparkling home. The betrayal runs deeper. Fabuloso contains synthetic dyes that serve no cleaning purpose whatsoever. They exist purely for visual appeal. That vibrant purple color does absolutely nothing to disinfect your surfaces. But it does add one more unnecessary chemical to the mixture you are inhaling. Seniors with sensitive skin have reported rashes and irritation after contact. And if you are on blood thinners or heart medication, any inflammation response in your body is something your doctor would want to know about. Consumer reports from Canadian households reveal a pattern. The initial appeal of that powerful scent fades quickly, replaced by a lingering chemical aftertaste in the air that does not dissipate for hours. Some users describe a sticky residue left on floors, requiring a second pass with plain water just to remove what the cleaner left behind. That is not cleaning. That is creating more work and more chemical exposure. There is a safer way to keep your home fresh without filling your lungs with synthetic fragrance. But that solution comes later. For now, understand that Fabuloso belongs nowhere near a senior's cleaning routine. At number 8, we have Lysol Multi-Surface Cleaner. Lysol is a household name. It has been around for over a century. During the pandemic, bottles flew off shelves faster than stores could stock them. Canadians trusted Lysol to protect their families from invisible threats. But that trust may have been misplaced. The promise is simple: kill 99.9% of germs. Sounds reassuring, especially for seniors worried about infections. But here is what the advertisements leave out. The active ingredients that make Lysol effective can trigger serious respiratory distress in vulnerable individuals. Quaternary ammonium compounds, QUATs. These are the disinfecting agents in most Lysol products. Studies published in reputable medical journals have linked QUATs to occupational asthma in cleaning workers. Those workers are exposed for a few hours a day. Seniors living alone, cleaning their own homes, may be exposed continuously, day after day, week after week, year after year. The symptoms are insidious: a slight cough that never quite goes away, shortness of breath climbing the stairs, a tightness in the chest dismissed as aging. But these could be signs of chemical-induced respiratory damage. And because the exposure is gradual, most people never connect the dots. Lysol also contains fragrance. That clean, fresh smell you associate with a sanitized home is actually a cocktail of synthetic chemicals. The exact composition is protected as a trade secret. Trade secret. That means even Health Canada does not require full disclosure of every ingredient in that fragrance blend. You are spraying something into your home, breathing it into your lungs, and you have no legal right to know exactly what it contains. For seniors on multiple medications, this is particularly concerning. Some fragrance chemicals are known endocrine disruptors. They interfere with hormone function. If you are managing thyroid issues, diabetes, or blood pressure with medication, introducing unknown hormone-disrupting chemicals into your daily environment is a gamble you should not have to take. Consumer complaints from Canadians describe a residue left on surfaces after using Lysol, a film that feels slightly greasy to the touch. That residue contains the same chemicals you just tried to wipe away. It sits on your counters, your tables, the surfaces where you prepare food. The irony is painful. You buy, Lysol to make your home safer, but the product itself may be introducing new risks you never anticipated. Stay with us. The answer is coming. Now at number 7, we have Mr. Clean Multi-Purpose Cleaner. The bald man on the bottle has been a symbol of sparkling clean homes for decades. Mr. Clean promises to cut through grease and grime with minimal effort. One wipe and the mess is gone. But what is left behind tells a different story. Mr. Clean contains sodium hydroxide. You might know it better as lye. In high concentrations, lye is corrosive. It can burn skin on contact. The concentrations in household cleaners are lower, but for seniors with thinning skin, a natural part of aging, even diluted exposure can cause irritation, dryness, and microabrasions that increase infection risk. The product also contains ethanolamine. This chemical is a known respiratory irritant. When you spray Mr. Clean on a surface, microscopic droplets become airborne. You breathe them in. Your lungs absorb them. For seniors with compromised respiratory function, this is not a minor inconvenience. It is a direct assault on already vulnerable tissue. What the commercials never show is the aftermath. Consumers across Canada have reported a strong chemical smell that lingers for hours after cleaning. That smell is not cleanliness. It is off-gassing, the chemicals evaporating from surfaces and filling your indoor air. Most Canadian seniors clean with windows closed, especially during our long winters. The exposure becomes concentrated, trapped. Health Canada's own guidelines recommend adequate ventilation when using cleaning products containing volatile chemicals. But how many labels actually spell this out in clear language? Mr. Clean certainly does not emphasize it. The assumption is that consumers know, but why would they? The marketing shows effortless cleaning in bright, happy kitchens, not someone struggling to breathe afterward. There is also the issue of misleading scent marketing. Mr. Clean offers varieties like Meadows and Rain and Lavender. These names suggest natural ingredients, fresh air, flowers, but the actual fragrance is entirely synthetic. Laboratory-created chemicals designed to mimic nature. Your nose is being tricked. Your lungs are paying the price. For seniors managing conditions like heart failure or chronic kidney disease, any additional inflammatory burden on the body is dangerous. The solution exists: effective cleaning without the toxic load. But first, you need to see just how deep this problem goes. Why do you think Health Canada allows ingredients in cleaning products that are restricted or banned in the European Union? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think is really going on. Number 6 on our list is Pine Sol Original, that unmistakable pine scent. For many Canadians, it triggers memories of childhood, clean floors, safe homes, trustworthy products. But Pine Sol has changed over the years, and not for the better. The original Pine Sol formula contained real pine oil, a natural disinfectant derived from pine trees. But examine today's ingredient list closely. Pine oil is now a minor component. The heavy lifting is done by synthetic surfactants and chemical disinfectants. The pine scent you smell is largely artificial, a fragrance designed to evoke nostalgia while delivering something entirely different. Pine Sol contains glycolic acid. In controlled concentrations, glycolic acid is used in skin peels and exfoliating treatments. But when sprayed on floors and inhaled as a mist, it becomes an irritant. Seniors with respiratory conditions have reported coughing fits and throat irritation after mopping with Pine Sol. The connection is rarely made because the product smells so familiar. The viscosity of Pine Sol creates another problem. It leaves a residue, a thin film on floors that can become slippery when wet. For seniors concerned about falls, the leading cause of injury-related death in Canadians over 65, this is not a trivial issue. A fall resulting in a hip fracture can trigger a cascade of health complications: hospitalization, surgery, infection, loss of independence. The company has faced lawsuits over misleading claims. Consumers believed they were buying a natural pine-based cleaner. What they received was a chemical cocktail with pine flavoring. The betrayal is subtle but significant. Statistics from poison control centers in Canada show that Pine Sol is among the most frequently reported cleaning product exposures: accidental ingestion, skin contact, inhalation. These incidents disproportionately affect seniors and young children, the very populations least able to handle toxic exposure. There is a way to get that clean pine scent without the chemical baggage. Real alternatives exist, products that deliver on the promise without the hidden risks. We will share them at the end. Moving to number 5, we have Vim Cream Cleanser. Vim has been a staple in Canadian kitchens and bathrooms for generations. That gritty paste promises to scour away tough stains, soap scum, grease, hard water deposits. And it works. The abrasive action is undeniably effective, but effectiveness comes at a cost. The abrasive particles in Vim can scratch surfaces, porcelain, stainless steel, glass cooktops. Once scratched, these surfaces become harder to clean. Bacteria settle into the grooves. Stains penetrate deeper. You end up using more product, more often, creating a cycle of damage and dependence. But the real concern is not your countertops. It is your lungs. Vim contains chlorine bleach. When you scrub with Vim, chlorine gas is released. In small amounts, it disperses quickly. But in a poorly ventilated bathroom, steam from a hot shower mixing with bleach fumes, the concentration can spike to dangerous levels. Seniors with asthma or COPD are especially vulnerable. Chlorine gas irritates the bronchial tubes. It triggers inflammation. Mucus production increases. Airways constrict. What started as a simple bathroom cleaning session can end with a medical emergency. And here is something most Canadians do not know. Mixing Vim with other common household products can create toxic reactions. Vim plus ammonia-based cleaners releases chloramine gas. Vim plus acidic cleaners like vinegar releases pure chlorine gas. The warning is on the label, buried in fine print. But who reads the entire label of a product they have used for decades? The texture of Vim also poses a skin risk. The gritty particles combined with bleach can cause chemical burns on sensitive skin. Seniors often have reduced skin thickness and compromised circulation. A chemical burn that might heal quickly on a younger person can become an open wound on an older adult. An open wound invites infection. The domino effect is real. Consumer reviews from Canadian shoppers reveal frustration. The product works but leaves hands dry, cracked, and irritated even when gloves are used. The bleach smell lingers. Is the cleaning power worth the collateral damage? For seniors managing multiple health conditions, the answer is increasingly no. Do not go yet. The two products that actually protect your health are coming at the very end of this video. They might change the way you clean forever. Stick around. At number 4, we have Fantastik All-Purpose Cleaner. Fantastik. The name itself is a promise. Fantastik cleaning results in one convenient spray. And for years, Canadian households believed it. But recent scrutiny of the ingredient list has raised serious questions. Fantastik contains butyl kelosol. This is a solvent used to cut through grease. It is effective. It is also a known irritant to the eyes, skin, and respiratory tract. Studies have linked butyl kelosol to kidney and liver damage in laboratory animals at high exposures. Now, household exposure is lower, but for seniors with existing kidney issues, and 1 in 3 Canadian seniors has some form of chronic kidney disease. Any additional burden on these organs is concerning. The spray mechanism makes matters worse. Fine mist, tiny droplets, easily inhaled. You spray your kitchen counter and a portion of that mist ends up in your lungs. Repeated exposure, daily exposure. The chemicals accumulate, your body struggles to process them. Fantastik also contains ammonia. Ammonia is a powerful degreaser. It is also pungent, harsh, and irritating. Seniors with sensitive eyes often report stinging and watering when using ammonia-based products. The fumes can trigger headaches. Some users describe a metallic taste in the back of their throats that lingers for hours. The label boasts no streaks, no residue. But consumer testing tells a different story. Many users find that Fantastik leaves a hazy film on glass and stainless steel. This film is not just cosmetic. It contains the same chemicals that were supposed to evaporate. They did not evaporate. They stayed on your surfaces. Your hands touch those surfaces. You touch your face. The exposure pathway is constant and invisible. Health Canada has not banned any of the ingredients in Fantastik. But absence of a ban is not the same as proof of safety. Regulatory agencies operate on limited budgets with limited capacity for testing. Many chemicals are grandfathered in from decades past. They simply existed before modern safety standards were established. Is it worth gambling your kidney function for a streak-free counter? The choice seems obvious when framed that way. But most consumers never frame it that way because the information is not presented clearly, until now. Number 3 on our list is Comet Cleaner with Bleach. Comet is iconic. That green canister has been under kitchen sinks across Canada for generations. The promise is powerful. Scouring action plus bleach equals unstoppable cleaning. But power is not always a virtue. The abrasive particles in Comet are finer than Vim, but still capable of scratching. Fiberglass tubs, acrylic showers, composite sinks. These modern materials are vulnerable. One enthusiastic scrubbing session can create permanent damage, and once damaged, those surfaces harbor bacteria in ways that smooth surfaces do not. The bleach component creates the same risks discussed earlier: chlorine gas release, respiratory irritation, potential for dangerous chemical reactions with other products. But Comet adds another layer of concern. The powder form means particles become airborne during application. You shake the canister, aim for the sink, and a cloud of powder rises into your breathing space. For seniors, this particulate exposure compounds the chemical exposure. Fine particles lodge in lung tissue. They trigger inflammatory responses. Over time, chronic inflammation contributes to conditions like pulmonary fibrosis, scarring of the lungs that is irreversible. Consumer complaints about Comet frequently mention the difficulty of rinsing completely. The powder clings. It hides in grout lines. It settles into textured surfaces. Complete removal requires extensive water and effort. Many users give up, leaving residue behind. That residue continues off-gassing. Statistics from environmental health studies suggest that households using bleach-based cleaning products weekly have higher indoor air pollution than households that do not. Higher levels of chloroform, higher levels of chlorinated volatile compounds. These are forming in your home every time you clean with bleach. There is a persistent myth that bleach is necessary for true disinfection. This is not accurate. Effective alternatives exist that kill pathogens without producing toxic byproducts. We will reveal them soon. Is it not strange how the same companies selling us antibacterial cleaners are also profiting from the health problems caused by their ingredients? Coincidence? Let us know what you think in the comments. Coming in at number 2 is Windex Original Glass Cleaner. Blue liquid, streak-free shine. The television commercials show birds flying into glass doors. Because the windows are so clean, they appear invisible. It is clever marketing. But the reality behind that blue spray is less amusing. Windex contains isopropyl alcohol. This evaporates quickly, which is why it leaves minimal residue on glass. But evaporation means the chemical enters the air. Isopropyl alcohol vapors can cause dizziness, headaches, and respiratory irritation. For seniors prone to balance issues, introducing a dizziness-inducing chemical into their cleaning routine is counterproductive at best, dangerous at worst. The product also contains ammonia D, a proprietary ammonia formula that Windex claims is superior for cutting through grime. But ammonia by any name carries the same risks: eye irritation, respiratory stress, potential for toxic gas production when mixed with other cleaners. What many consumers do not realize is that Windex is not just used on windows. People spray it on mirrors, countertops, appliances, and electronics. Each application expands the exposure. The residue accumulates, and the cumulative effect over years of use is something no short-term safety study captures. The fragrance in Windex deserves scrutiny as well. That artificial clean smell contains compounds that some studies have linked to hormonal disruption. For seniors managing conditions like thyroid disease or diabetes, hormonal interference complicates treatment. Your medications are calibrated for your body's natural hormone levels. Introduce disrupting chemicals, and the calculations change. Reports from Canadian consumers describe a phenomenon many will recognize. After cleaning windows with Windex, fingerprints and smudges seem to appear faster. This suggests the product leaves an invisible film that attracts oils and dust. You clean more often. You use more product. You increase your exposure. The cycle benefits the manufacturer. It does not benefit you. There are window cleaners that work just as well without the chemical baggage. Simple formulations with transparent ingredient lists. They exist, and they will be revealed at the end of this video. And finally, at number 1, we have Hertel Multi-Surface Disinfectant. Hertel is a Quebec-based brand with strong roots in Canadian households. For many Francophone families, it represents heritage, tradition, trust. But tradition does not equal safety. Hertel Multi-Surface Disinfectant contains quaternary ammonium compounds at concentrations designed to kill a broad spectrum of pathogens. This makes it effective. It also makes it potentially harmful for daily use by seniors. The quats in Hertel do not simply evaporate. They linger. They bond to surfaces. They accumulate in fabrics, carpets, and upholstery. Over time, your home becomes saturated with these antimicrobial agents. And here is the troubling part. Growing evidence suggests that chronic quat exposure may contribute to antimicrobial resistance. The same phenomenon driving superbugs in hospitals may be quietly developing in your home. For seniors, the immune implications are serious. An immune system already weakened by age does not need additional challenges. Antimicrobial resistance means that when you do get an infection, fewer treatment options work. The antibiotics your doctor prescribes may fail, and infections that once resolved quickly become prolonged, complicated, and potentially life-threatening. Hertel also markets itself with claims of freshness. Spring flowers, morning dew. These evocative names disguise synthetic fragrance blends. The same undisclosed chemical cocktails found in competing products. The same potential for respiratory irritation, hormonal disruption, and allergic sensitization. Canadian Consumer Reports have documented complaints about Hertel products, skin reactions, persistent coughs, a chemical smell that permeates fabrics and refuses to fade. These are not isolated incidents. They are patterns. Patterns that the company has not adequately addressed. The regulatory environment in Canada allows this to continue. CFIA and Health Canada focus resources on acute toxicity, products that cause immediate harm. Chronic, cumulative harm flies under the radar. It is invisible until it manifests as a diagnosis: high blood pressure, kidney disease, respiratory decline. By then, the connection to years of chemical exposure is nearly impossible to prove. You deserve better. You deserve cleaning products that protect your home without compromising your health. And those products exist. If this helps you stay safer at the store, hit subscribe. It is free, and it means you will never miss these exposés. The first safe option worth your money is Attitude All-Purpose Cleaner. Attitude is a Canadian company based in Montreal. They have built their entire brand around transparency and safety. Every ingredient is disclosed. Every formula is verified by independent organizations. No hidden fragrance chemicals. No undisclosed trade secrets. The Attitude All-Purpose Cleaner uses plant-based and mineral-derived ingredients to cut through grease and grime. No quats, no ammonia, no chlorine. The cleaning power comes from natural surfactants that biodegrade quickly and completely. What you spray on your counters does not linger in your air or accumulate in your body. The product is EWG verified. This means the Environmental Working Group, an independent organization dedicated to protecting human health, has reviewed every ingredient and confirmed it meets strict safety standards. For seniors navigating a marketplace full of misleading labels, EWG verification is a meaningful assurance. Attitude products are also certified cruelty-free and vegan. No animal testing, no animal-derived ingredients. This matters not just ethically, but practically. Formulations designed with care at every level tend to perform better and cause fewer reactions. Consumer reviews from Canadian seniors praise Attitude for its mild scent, derived from essential oils, not synthetic fragrance, and its effectiveness on everyday messes. The product rinses clean, no residue, no film, just surfaces that are actually clean, not coated in chemicals masquerading as cleanliness. For seniors managing respiratory conditions, Attitude is a revelation. You can clean your kitchen without coughing. You can wipe down your bathroom without burning eyes. The difference is immediate and noticeable. Attitude All-Purpose Cleaner is widely available in Canadian grocery stores, pharmacies, and online. The price is comparable to conventional brands. You are not paying a premium for safety. You are simply making a smarter choice. The second safe recommendation is Nature Clean Multi-Surface Spray. Nature Clean is another proudly Canadian brand, based in Toronto, and committed to providing cleaning products free from harmful chemicals. Their multi-surface spray exemplifies this philosophy. The formula is hypoallergenic. This means it has been tested and verified to minimize allergic reactions. For seniors with sensitive skin, a population that grows larger every year as immune systems change with age, hypoallergenic certification is not marketing fluff. It is protection. Nature Clean uses no synthetic fragrances. The scent, when present, comes from natural essential oils clearly identified on the label. What you smell is what is actually in the bottle. No mystery compounds, no trade secrets. Full transparency. The cleaning agents are derived from plants, coconut, corn, sugar. These natural sources provide effective surfactants that break down dirt and grease without introducing toxic chemicals into your home. The product is biodegradable and septic safe. It cleans your home and respects the environment. Nature Clean is also certified by recognized organizations for safety and environmental responsibility. These certifications require rigorous testing and ongoing compliance. The company cannot simply make claims. They must prove them. Canadian seniors who have switched to Nature Clean report immediate improvements. No more headaches after cleaning, no more coughing fits, no more skin irritation. Just clean surfaces and peace of mind. Availability is excellent across Canada. Major grocery chains stock Nature Clean. Health food stores carry the full line. Online ordering is simple and fast. Making the switch requires no special effort, just a decision to prioritize your health. Not all cleaning products are created equal. Some promise freshness while poisoning your air. Some promise safety while hiding toxic secrets. Now you know the truth. Subscribe now. And if you are watching on TV, tap your remote so you never get blindsided again.